Hi, Phil Schoenberg. Welcome to Fastpitch Power. A number of our followers have asked, could you please explain talk a little bit about front-side resistance? What is it, and why is it so critical to developing maximum power, speed, and command as a windmill pitcher? Now, any of you who have followed Fastpitch Power, and many of you have heard us use the term throw zone, power line, so on and so forth. How that relates to what we're going to be talking about today, which is frontside resistance, is the amount of time you want it to take for your pitching hand to get from power K position to the end of the throw zone and finish your pitch with an aggressive drive through so that you can maximize command and speed in the strike zone. So how does frontside resistance come into play? And what exactly is frontside resistance? We tell our young developing pitchers that when they come off the pitching rubber and they land, and I'm holding onto this stick here so you can get a visual for what I'm talking about. When they come off the pitching rubber and land in power K position, we want them to imagine that there is a wall that pops up when their stride foot touches the ground, right here. And there are nails sticking in from the outside of the wall to the inside. So we tell our young developing pitcher, you want to get behind that wall, you want to fire and drive up to the wall, but you don't want to lean through the wall. When you lean through the wall, those nails can go into your beautiful face. So when I have this wall and I have that visual, I know that when I land in power K, here's power K, vertically stacked, eyebrows, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles right on top of each other, parallel to the ground, I establish a throw zone attached to my body that is pointing at my target. If I establish a throw zone that's pointing at my target, and that throw zone does not move or break down in any way, shape, or form, and I get my hand to the end of that throw zone and drive straight through without the throw zone ever moving, my ball is going to my target. So where does frontside resistance come in? I've come off the pitching rubber and I've landed in power K. Behind my wall of resistance, here it is, nail sticking in. I want to get to the end of my throw zone, outstretched gloves, straight down to right about where my fingertips would be, if I just relax them at my side, and I want to get to the end of the throw zone as quickly as I possibly can without it breaking down. So if I break down my front side resistance, and this does not just apply to windmill pitching, I'm going to show you in a second. If I break down that front side resistance, the end of my throw zone, which is now right here, watch what happens when I lean through that wall. My hand is starting to come down the back of the circle, ready to hit the throw zone, and as I move forward, so does my throw zone. So as I move my front side forward through my wall of resistance, my throw zone gets longer, and I have a longer path with my pitching hand to get to the end of that throw zone, thereby diminishing speed and command. Because instead of firing to the end of the throw zone and driving through, I am pushing to try to catch up to my throw zone, which is moving away from me, and I am going to lose command of the strike zone, and I am certainly going to diminish my speed. Now, maybe it'll be easier for you guys to visualize that from a hitting perspective. We know, we've heard the term, and if you haven't, I'll tell you for the first time now. You want to hit for power, you need to be short to the ball and long through it. Short to it, long through it. Well, what does that mean? So here I am as a hitter. Pitch is coming. Short to the ball and long through it. That is how I am going to drive a ball into the gaps, over the fence. That's how I'm going to hit the ball with power. That's how I am going to be able to develop the ability to hit line drives. Now, if I'm swinging, and here's my front sider, look at how I approach that short to it, long through it path to the ball. Stop, front side resistance. Short to it, long through it. I want to get to that ball as quickly as possible. I want to get through it as quickly as possible, extending my bat head all the way down the hitting zone. Now, if I'm hitting this way, see how I'm now dragging the bat? I'm dragging the bat through the hitting zone, and I'm trying to catch up to where that ball is going to be, and instead of powering through that ball, I am going to be pushing at the ball. So the breakdown of front side resistance for hitting is the same problem, is going to create the same problem in loss of power as it will if you break down that wall of resistance when you're throwing a windmill pitch. And it applies to just about any athletic movement. If you're hitting a tennis ball, you want to get quickly to the ball and you want to get through it. If you are hitting a golf ball, you want to get to that ball quickly, front side resistance, and you want to go through it. As soon as you break down that front side resistance, you lose speed. And in the case of a windmill pitcher, a hitter has the whole field to hit to. So, you could aim into the left center field gap and hit a line drive over the first baseman's head, slide into third base, and everybody thinks you're a hero. That's not where you were aiming. Pitcher's different. So it's even more important for a windmill pitcher to have that front side resistance in order to maintain a stable throw zone, and in order for your hand to be able to get to the end of that throw zone as quickly as possible than it is for just about any other movement. Because I've got a 17-inch square, 43 feet, 40 feet, 35 feet, depending upon how old I am, away from me, that I got to hit with consistency and command and maximum speed. So front side resistance is a critical component of your development as an outstanding windmill pitcher. And the faster you develop it with good core and trunk strength, the better you're going to be. For much more information on front side resistance and all the other elements of the windmill pitch that will make you as good as you can possibly be, go to Fastpitch Power Plus, and you'll be treated to some of the best information that you could find anywhere. I hope that this has been helpful. Talk to you next time.